Hey guys, today we're gonna start with our terrains. So last time we have these terrains, right? And we label them, so you just wanna hide the label. You find usually the way to do it is if this is a label, right? You select the label and they will tell you which layer it was, and then just go to that layer. It's C toggle text, and you hide that, so the label is hide it. Okay. And then you just go to you want to hide this terms, this service, proposed service. You just go to just right click, go to edit service style, right? Or you select the service from here, go to edit service style. Okay. And then you just don't show the border of it, all those things. So we only have the grading group showing up, right? Then since once we have this, you just what we need to do is we want to draw a polyline. So in this case, I just draw somewhere here along this terrace. So you want to along the terrace, you don't want to too close to them, but not or too far from them. Okay, just kind of somewhere here. Okay, just like this. Okay, so because it's like a gutter or trench, right? We have a land and we have a gutter trench on the side of it, right? So I think that's pretty good. And once you change that, you just go to feature line, create feature line from objects like what we had before. But this time, what you want to do is you want to create a site and name it. Okay, that's really important. You want to name it drainage line and hit OK. Okay, good. And then assign animations, all this is like last time. From service, right? We need to do that. So we have a feature line down here. Okay. And remember, this feature line is on different site. Okay. You could actually check this feature line by right click and go to properties, and then here you will see here. Yeah, you will see drainage line down here. Okay. It's somewhere in here, drainage line. Okay, good. So once we have that, we just we will see this drainage line is really close to our service. It's attached to the service, right? And what we need to do is just make them a little bit lower than the service. You just go to elevation editor, and the thing you need to set up is try to set up the incremental distance right. Okay, everybody's different. Think about what's the depth of your trench. Okay, different land have different depths. Okay, since this is an exercise, so I just make it 1. Okay, we'll talk about those numbers when we work specifically. And then you just click this lower incrementally. You just make them lower. So in the end, this line is gonna be under your service. Okay, it's not that low, but it's come a little bit lower. And then what we want to do is we want to select this feature line and you use the offset tool. Okay, it's called stepped offset. You click it, and they will ask you offset distance. You can draw the distance, or you can enter the distance you want. In this case, I will draw it, and make sure the trench you don't want it too wide. Okay, usually, if you see the whole image, the trench can be in this case it's 1.2, pretty good. And they want to ask you specify the side. I just click this side and specify difference of elevation. I hit enter again, so I have this line. Okay, so for your trench, when you draw it, right, you don't want your trench too wide. Okay, so if this is the whole page, your trench just be this much. Okay, so in the real world, that's kind of what happens in the real world also, right? So let's do so once we finish that, we want to create feature line again and click create feature line down here, and to make sure it's in drainage line, and create OK. Once you have that, we can just draw on it. Make sure you check the snap tool. and you click this point. They want to specify elevation. Just click enter, and then click this point, specify grade. Hit enter because this is all good. And then just do it again. You just go to feature line, create a feature line. This all make sure it's drainage line and click OK. The site, make sure the site is in drainage line. Okay, you click here, specify elevation, click enter, and click this one and click grade 0. Okay, then we have all those feature lines add together, but they are not. So you will see here things like this. Okay, pretty good. So then what we need to do is we need to make this trench what we want. Okay, we want them full. Want to join them. Okay, so you just go to what you do. You just go to modify, and in here there is one called join. Okay, you select join, and you change it to a square, and just select them one by one. Like, so this one is select the other one on the side, and just select this one and select the other one nearby, and hit enter. So you have this whole feature line which and it's closed. Okay, once we have this line, you will see this line is under the service. Okay, and then you just do the same thing like the others. You just do the same thing, grading. You create grading. It's just grading, create a grading creation tool, and make sure the site is drainage line, the site we want, and then want to set up a new grading group, which is drainage line, and click OK. And I click OK here. So I have a drainage line, and the service, what I want is, the existing Rhino contours, right? The existing service, and then I just, I can create an infill. I hover over, click OK, so I have an infill, see the diamond down there, and then I just another create grading, and select this feature line, and select the grading side. Apply to intelligence, yes. Cut format, let's make 30% and see what happens. Fill format 30% and see what happens, and then I'll have my service down here. Okay, so you'll see I got a lot of coverage, and I see here, that's how sometimes you need to decide is, see here, this is my trench, right? And here is my terrace. So they kind of overlap with each other in here. So, which means my trench is too wide. Okay. So I should change the, cut format maybe back to 50%, fill format 50% or so. So it will be a little bit steeper. Okay. In this case, like this, it's probably okay. So that's what we do. Okay. So you will find out when I show them up, you will see the object viewer. So you'll see here it's underneath of it. See, it looks like it was like a trench, right? This part. Okay, good. And then like normal, you can create service. Actually, you create service from grading. Let's make sure it's drainage line, and the the grading group is drainage line also. And click OK, and then you can name it drainage line. Okay, and click OK. Then we have service created. You just go to you just need to edit service file and just show them up. Okay, see here, you show up both of them. The reason is they're sharing the same service file. So for this one, if I don't want to show the terrace, you want to change to another service file, and then edit this service file down here. Okay, so don't show anything. So just show this line. So you can see here, it's a perfect trench. You see the side of it, it's perfect, pretty good. Okay, so that's this for today. I will see you next time. Thanks.